In a vivid, colorful part of the jungle, where flowers of every hue bloom and the air is fragrant with the scent of fresh blossoms, lived a curious little monkey. This monkey, with its bright, inquisitive eyes and nimble fingers, had an unending thirst for knowledge. But often, this thirst led it to jump to conclusions without fully understanding a situation. One sunny morning, as the monkey was swinging from tree to tree, it spotted a big, juicy fruit on a high branch. The fruit was unlike any it had seen before. From its vantage point, the monkey could only see the bright, inviting side of the fruit and assumed it was ripe and ready to eat. Without a second thought, it reached out, plucked the fruit, and took a big bite. To its surprise, the fruit was bitter. Just then, a wise old owl, with deep-set eyes that had seen many seasons pass, flew down and perched on a nearby branch. "Why the sour face?" the owl asked, a hint of amusement in its voice. "This fruit," the monkey exclaimed, holding it up, "looked so good, but it's bitter." The owl glanced at the fruit and then back at the monkey. "You saw one side and assumed the whole fruit was ripe," it observed. "What does assumed mean?" the monkey asked, tilting its head. The owl fluttered its feathers and replied, "To assume means to believe something is true without checking or having definite proof. Like you believed the fruit was sweet just by looking at one side." The monkey looked down, its face flushed with embarrassment. "So, I should not assume and should check things before believing them?" The owl nodded. "Exactly. It's always better to gather all the information before making a decision or forming a belief." A new understanding dawned upon the monkey. It realized how often it had assumed things and ended up in tricky situations. From that day, the monkey began to look, listen, and understand more deeply. It no longer jumped to conclusions without knowing the whole story. As days turned into nights and nights into days, the monkey became known for its wisdom. Other animals would come to it for advice and guidance. They admired the monkey's ability to understand situations without making hasty judgments. One day, a group of animals was debating whether a new waterhole was safe to drink from. They all had their opinions, but no one knew for sure. The monkey, hearing the commotion, approached them. "We can't decide if this water is safe," a deer said, its eyes filled with worry. "Have you checked it?" the monkey asked. "We just saw it from a distance and assumed," a parrot chirped. The monkey nodded and said, "Assumptions can lead to mistakes. Let's go and check the waterhole together." The animals followed the monkey to the waterhole. After a thorough inspection and testing, they found the water to be pure and safe. The animals cheered, grateful for the monkey's wisdom. "Thank you," the deer said, "for teaching us not to assume." From that day, the word assume became a lesson for all animals in the jungle. They learned the importance of understanding and gathering information rather than making hasty judgments. And in the heart of the vibrant jungle, the curious little monkey, once known for its assumptions, became a beacon of wisdom, guiding others towards understanding and enlightenment.